The last few months, the world has embraced online church out of necessity. But as regulations and restrictions begin to lift, churches are facing a new challenge. Even though restrictions are lifting, people in your church will be hesitant to return to in-person services immediately, which means you have to successfully pastor and produce in-person and online services. Easier said than done, right? Well, here are some things to remember while trying to successfully pastor an in-person church and online church. First, develop a sustainable long-term plan. I have seen some amazingly produced services from people during COVID, which is awesome. But now that you and your team are also working on in-person services, you need to develop a realistic plan on how to produce both online and in person. If you can continue to keep the pace and product you started in COVID, great. If not, you need to make a plan and slowly implement. One of my concerns is that churches' online product during COVID was vastly different from their normal weekly service. So if you drew people in with a talk show type format, it may take time and intentionality to convert them to the watch a service format. So you may have to do both for some time. Next, you need to assign staff and volunteers to continue hosting online. Assign some of your staff or recruit volunteers to continue hosting online services. The worst thing you can do is stop building connection with those who are watching online. Keep building that community and maintaining those relationships. If there's a sudden drop off in hosting, there will be a corresponding drop off in viewership and engagement. Treat the online audience as another person in the crowd. Be intentional about looking at the camera while you preach. Acknowledge your online audience and include them in your normal responses in service. So, thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you to everyone joining us online. Maybe you're here or watching online, and that's you. If you need prayer, raise your hand, or if you're watching online, say something in chat or click the live prayer button. Intentionally acknowledge and include them in your service. This will help capture and make your online audience feel like they matter to you. Next, you need to pastor the online audience. One of the most missed pieces of having an online campus is pastoral care. Even though you may not physically be with people watching online, you still have a biblical responsibility to shepherd them. Be intentional about connecting and building relationships with those watching online. Stay current with what's happening in their lives on social media. Send them messages, emails, cards, letting them know you are praying for them. Set up Zoom calls and create digital small groups. Counsel people over the phone and FaceTime. If you have any questions about pastoring both in-person and online services, or any questions about online church in general, feel free to email me at ploy@firstnlr.com.